Hey guys, Danny with SousVide Supreme. Last video that I did, I was cooking a simple steak, showing you how easy it is to use the SousVide Supreme. In that video, I had mentioned that I was cooking yogurt in our 9-liter machine, and I got a lot of comments and questions about how to do that. Oh, machine's ready. About how to go ahead and make yogurt. So I figured this video, I will go ahead and show you that. It's really pretty simple. You're going to want to have your jars that you're going to make your batch in. You're going to want to have some type of milk. I use half and half. Some people can use skim milk, full milk, whatever you want to use. That's dealer's choice. You're going to want to have some kind of catalyst that helps the yogurt starter feed and grow on. And then you're going to want your starter. You can either buy a brand new starter that you get at any local grocery store. Sometimes health food stores will have them. What I like to do is I take the batch that I already have, and I will use the end of that batch to go ahead and make our new batch. And what you're going to do is it's usually a tablespoon of the catalyst, which is inulin for me, and 3 tablespoons, for the to mix in for the new batch. So first thing you're going to do on this is you're going to cook it at a kind of a lower heat than you do everything else. So typically it's 103. For me, I found that that's the best temperature to cook, where you're not destroying the starter, you're not destroying the catalyst, but you're cooking everything and not destroying the milk. So want to set your machine for 103. It's super easy to do on the machines. You hit this power button, hold that down, it's simple. You go to the thing that looks like a thermometer and you hold that button, and that will show you the thing. It automatically sets for 140. You just push the down button until it gets down to your desired temperature, which, like I said, is 103. And then you hit the play button, the start button, whatever it is. The machine is just going to go ahead and get to the 103 degrees, and it will make the noise, the beep noise that you heard back here when we started the video, to let you know that the water inside the machine is now at the desired temperature. Okay, so first thing you're going to do is you're going to put just a little bit of your whatever milk you decided to use at the bottom of your mason jar, and maybe about an inch. And then you're going to take your catalyst, your inulin, and you're going to put a tablespoon of that into here. Be careful, because it will start to coagulate. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you take your spoon and whatever stirring utensil you'd like, and you spin it around, make sure it gets thoroughly mixed inside there so it doesn't start to clump up. You don't want your inulin clumping in your first in your first bottom part of milk here. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start gradually adding milk to the container while I drop in the 3 tablespoons and mixing and stirring of either my old batch with you. It's usually just going to be 1 pour of whatever yogurt starter that you had. I usually like to take it up to right below the rim, seal it up. Then you're going to drop it inside your sous vide machine for 36 hours. 36 hours is the perfect time for this. What you want to be very careful about when you are making yogurt is the time of day that you decide to start your yogurt, because it is a 36-hour process. You do not want it to overcook, which means that 36 hours, if I start like I am at 9:30 in the morning today, it's not going to be ready till the following day at 9:30 at night. So you don't want to be doing this at 1 o'clock or something and have to wake up at 1 or 2 in the morning in order to get up and get your yogurt out. So be mindful of when you're going to set that up. So like I said, I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to bring the camera in close up so you guys can see what I'm doing. But again, a little bit of whatever kind of milk you want to make your yogurt out of at the bottom. Pour in the inulin catalyst, and then slowly start putting your 3 tablespoons of starter. My batch. For me, it's 3. For somebody else, it's just pouring in their batch starter as they pour the milk up and your milk up and stir it. When it gets to the top, you're good to go. Drop it in your machine for 103 degrees for 36 hours, and you're done. That's it. Then you go do whatever you want to do for the rest of your day. My folks are leaving tomorrow to go to Texas, so I will be playing golf with my dad this afternoon. So anyway, that's it. You're done. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to talk through the second batch. So my spoon is already in here from the first batch. So what you're going to do is you're going to pour just a little bit of whatever milk it is that you decided to use. Like I said, I'm using half and half. You're going to put that at the bottom. Okay, I don't need to stir it. Why am I doing that? You take a tablespoon of your catalyst, which will be, for me, inulin, and you drop it in. Like I said, what you don't want to do is to allow this to sit for too long, because if it sits for too long, it will coagulate. You do not want that. So I'm going to go ahead and stir it up a bit. You can almost feel it starting to harden a little bit. So you need to really get in there and get it going. I know it makes a little bit of a noise for the video. I apologize for that. So pour a little bit more in, just to kind of try and dampen the noise a bit. I don't know if I did it or not. There we go. Then you're going to take 3 tablespoons of your previous version, or start pouring in your starter, and thoroughly mix that as you go along. Be sure to pour in a little bit more. There we are. Second tablespoon. Last one was more of a heaping spoon. This will be a tablespoon. And get it in. And finally, my 3rd tablespoon of my old batch. Top. There it is. There we are. Okay guys, so I'm gonna get a little close up here so you can see exactly how to put the yogurt in the machine. You wanna fill the water level up. Like I said, we've got it at 103 degrees, which I said was perfect. Again, you turn the power on, you push the button that looks like a thermometer, obviously the temperature. You adjust either the plus or minus depending on what degree you wanna put it on. Like I said, 103, and then go ahead and push the start button that looks kind of like a play button. Once the machine gets up to 103, and once you've gone ahead and made your yogurt mix, you're gonna wanna go ahead and drop these in and set the time. Now, what you're gonna wanna do is you don't want your water level to be here, and you don't want your water level to be here, because you don't want the water actually seeping up and getting into your yogurt mix. But you wanna make sure that you kind of keep it even with the yogurt that is inside your mason jar. So, first thing you do is you take the lid off. I've moved it out from the cabinet so you can see. Put in your first one. Put in your second one. And I've already set the water level to where it's right exactly at the top of the line on those. Then all you're gonna do is take your lid, put it right on top of here, and then go ahead and push the timer button right there. You push the timer button, and then you go ahead and set your time. If you hold it down, it'll start moving quickly. See, then it just jumps to hours like that. There you are, hit the start button, and now you're cooking. Sometimes you'll see it drop down like this when you put in the cold milk into the water bath. It will obviously drop the temperature by a little bit. It's not a big deal. The machine will automatically bring it back up to that 103 degrees that you had set it on previously. It will do it really quickly. So for it to sit here for a few seconds at 101, 102 is not going to be a big deal. Also, periodically throughout your cook, you will go ahead and see that it's bouncing right there, showing you that it's actually heating up. And the other button will show you that there is a timer going on. Hit that timer button anytime, and it'll show you exactly how much time you have left on it, okay? You leave it alone, it will switch back to the natural temperature gauge in just a few seconds. There you go. So there it is. It's already actually dropped down a little bit. That's the sensors inside letting the water oven know exactly the precise temperature of the water inside the machine. We have it down to 1/10 of 1 degree. So as the sensors go around and register everything, it'll show you, but the heating elements will start firing off, automatically bringing that up to 103 degrees, and it will sit there for the next 36 hours. So take care. Have a great day, guys. Thank you all so much. Hey, guys. It's been about 36 hours since I started my yogurt cook. It's nighttime, so as you can see, the lighting's a little off. When the timer goes off here, what I'm going to do is I'll pull my machine out from underneath the countertop. I'm going to flip the lid upside down so that I can catch any of the water that comes off the mason jars when I pull them out. Probably grab the towel, dry them off, and set them in my fridge and let them cool down for the night. Then I'll put everything back away, turn the machine off, and in the morning when I get up and go ahead and grab my coffee, I'll get the yogurts out. You can see what they look like once it's been settled. And there we go, it's done. So I'm about to grab them out, and as soon as I do, you'll see everything. And then, like I said, tomorrow morning, what I'll do is I will get them out of the fridge with my coffee. I'll mix in my protein powder, and you'll see them all. It's really cool. First, you want to make sure, remember, like I said before, let that condensation fall off this bucket so that you're not spilling things everywhere. Like this, and you're going to get some water up on the top of it. There you are. There's the first container. And the second. How nice is that? I don't know if you can see it with the lighting right now, but it's not quite set. That's what's going to happen when it cools down. It'll all set together and be great. So, in the meantime, this is what I do about every 2 weeks, sorry. And I eat this every morning with my protein powder. I used to just, the protein powder's got a little bit of a natural sweetener in it, so it's actually pretty good. Before I used the protein powder, I would go ahead and put in like a stevia or an all-natural or some kind of sweetener in it, because yogurt by itself like that is relatively tasteless. A lot of people will add fruit in it and everything if you want to do that. I found that this protein powder that I use really gives it kind of a sweet flavor to it, and gives me about 20 grams of protein in the morning. I'll have that with my coffee and then get my day started. So let me get these set over in the fridge. I'll turn the machine off. You can take the tray and turn it in just in case there was any water that came in. There we go. And off with the machine. There we are. So I have my 2 yogurts. I have everything else cleaned up. This is tucked away for the night, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Okay guys, morning. I've got my coffee finally, and the 2 yogurts have been sitting in the fridge all night, so now they're nice and cold and they've settled. So what I'm going to do is I will go ahead and show you. What I like to do is you take the lid off here, and you're pretty much, you'll have a little bit of fluid right here, which is just a separation. It's no big deal, but that's it. That's your yogurt. And when you come in to get a scoop, look at that, just like that. Take your 3 scoops, put it in. I'll actually get a close-up that you can cut in on this thing with so you can see. I've already got my protein powder right here ready to go. As you can see, it looks like it's kind of firm and hard and doesn't look very appetizing, I guess. But, you know, put my protein in, and then once I do that and start stirring everything around, that's it. It ends up becoming the yogurt that it looks really good. That you're kind of course, I'm going to have a little lumps and everything in it because I'm doing a video and I need it not to have lumps in it. So, but you know, as you stir and stir and stir, it ends up kind of loosen up a little bit, and that is your yogurt. It's now it just looks like normal yogurt, and you can dig in, and you're good to go. I'll tell you. So one of my vices at night is I'll sit up and I'll have like a little bag of chips, you know, potato chips of some sort. And I was feeling terrible waking up every single morning, kind of groggy, and I couldn't figure out what it was. So I decided to lay off the chips for a couple of days, and God, started feeling great. And then last night after I made the video pulling the yogurt out, I ended up rewarding myself by sitting down and having, you know, a bag of chips, and I mean, I think that's it. You know, I can't. Healthy is better, that's for sure. Anyway, fantastic. It's perfect, and you know, let me go ahead and get a close-up of this so that you guys can actually see what it looks like inside the container when it's fresh like that. I'll get one of the solid, and I'll open it up and show you one of the ones that's the one that I had taken the few scoops out of. So, okay, y'all. Here are the 2 different jugs. So that's just the one that I've already taken my cream out of. You can see there it is. There's the yogurt. It's looks pretty nice, and that'll last me about a week. And then, just so you know, when they first come out, before you've done anything to them, there you go. It might have a little bit of the juice in there, but that's perfectly fine. It's a fantastic homemade yogurt. Okay. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Like and subscribe for more. If you have any questions or comments, just hit me up. If you want to see something else be made, just let me know. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.